You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your early edition spoilers for May 19th through the 23rd. We're going to talk about Drew doubling down on leverage, love, and doing some more lashing out. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please click subscribe. We're going to give you everything for the rest of this week and then step into the spoilers for next week, as we always do on early edition day. We start with the last few days of this week just to give you context. We've got good stuff for Drew, Kristina, Alexis, and a lot of people. Let's dive right in. Wednesday, May 14th, Alexis is desperately trying to shut down Ava and Ric's blackmail because she knows she's going to get busted because she's having to steal a whole buttload of money, and she's going to turn to Damian Spinelli for help. So Alexis asked the Jackal to help her save Kristina's life. But if this is about saving Kristina, then it sounds like Alexis may be asking Spinelli to work a miracle and maybe wipe the digital video evidence against Kristina. It was on the surveillance tapes. It's also on Ava's phone, but this is Spinelli we're talking about. Meanwhile, Jason and Carly come up with a plan. She's telling Jason she wants to get Michael's kids out of Drew and Willow's house ASAP. And remember, Carly asked Diane to move up the custody hearing, and that's why Willow is devastated as she is served with some new legal papers thanks to Carly's plotting and planning. And it may be a move for sole custody of the kids. There could be, we'll see, an emergency hearing over Drew's dirty antics, even though he insists he was drugged and set up, which we all know is true. And Willow is in shock and cannot believe what's happening. And she may think this ties back to Michael refusing to see her in Germany, which we all know was the work of Drew. Meanwhile, he uncovers something and says he knows who to call. So this may be Drew telling Willow he can help her with this legal matter. So is Drew going to use his influence or figure out that Carly is behind this and not Michael? Laura loses her temper with someone. It could be about Sidwell or what Lulu is up to. And Liz has a recollection about their car accident and tells Ric she recalls that right before they crashed, he said something about the brakes not working. When Liz tells him this, is Ric going to try and dial it back? Because he doesn't want it coming out because he is banking on that blackmail money. And Kristina tells Dante she does not know if she can ever trust or forgive her mom, Alexis, again. On Thursday, May 15th, Sunny has a heart-to-heart with Gio, who is still plagued with guilt over the Rocco alcohol poisoning incident. And Ric gets an interesting offer from someone. Maybe it's Alexis, maybe it's Spinelli coming to him to try and get him to back off the blackmail. Elizabeth has a chat with Lucas, and I wonder if she's going to talk about her memories of the accident and the brakes going out. And Lucky is on a search for answers, with Liz recalling the brake thing. Will Lucky figure out that Ric might know the truth about Kristina, and that ties back to why Alexis wanted to commit her daughter. Meanwhile, Kristina tries to undo some damage, and it's got to be about the accident. Friday, May 16th, Sunny is trying to talk to Willow. Maybe it's about this custody case with Michael, and I wonder if Sunny knows that this is something Carly is cooking up. Speaking of that, Nina asks a big favor of Carly, and Nina may ask Carly to ask Michael to stop this legal action. Clearly, Nina has no idea that Carly is behind it. Lulu's on a quest for answers. She wants proof that Gio is Brooklyn and Dante's son. DNA testing is the only way to prove it for sure, so we'll see how far Lulu goes. Tracy tries to ease Brooklyn's worries, and she may tell her that she shut down Lulu and that adoption story she was writing. Tracy thinks she has shut down Lulu all around, but no, she has not. Portia needs advice from Ava, and it's obviously about Drew's relentless blackmail, and Portia might tell Ava what she and Nina did with the ketamine and the hooker, but as far as I've seen so far, unless I missed something, Drew hasn't let Portia know that he knows she did the ketamine thing, and there's still that thing hanging up in the air where Drew paid an extra $500,000 to Brad for one last thing before he went, and then I don't think we saw what it was, so I wonder if he went down and signed an affidavit with with the police or something. The week of May 19th through the 23rd, Spinelli is on his mission to help Alexis, but if Ava's got backups of their surveillance video and Spinelli's trying to clean up all of the video evidence, that might be problematic. And I wonder if Spinelli will cross lines to cover Kristina's crime. Lulu gets closer and closer to the truth about Gio, Dante, and Brooklyn Quartermaine, and Willow takes a turn. Obviously, Carly's hoping she will back off of Drew, but knowing what we've seen from Willow, she may keep pushing forward. She may even double down, and her honey bunny Drew is going to try and fix this mess for her, as he's promised he would always watch out for her. Portia keeps digging that hole deeper. Curtis suspects his wife, and he's going to be furious when he finds out what Portia did, and that's why she is trying to get him to lay off of Drew. Tracy fights for her family. She wants to bring BLQ's son home and into the family fold. Little does a lot of the Quartermaines know that he's already there. It's Gio, all that good stuff. Look for Stella Henry scenes these 2 weeks and more with the despicable Ezra Boyle as he is conspiring with Drew and Sidwell and others.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.